We meet with GE biannually at the local area team meetings and at the key event meetings, where we show our headcount peaks over the last 4 years. Every year we meet with them, we discuss ways to move outages so that we can retain people longer. And it's a constant effort, but we continue to push that issue, and we're also working with customers to move outages so that the outage season is longer and not just March, April, and October, November. I think there's a little bit of correlation between our I&I rate and speed. I think we got really focused on productivity last year, and this year we're going back to our main goal, which is no harm to anybody on the job, that every worker returns home the same way they showed up or in better condition. So the focus is on safety. We'll always have a focus on productivity, but the main focus is safety. So, when it comes to our programs that we put in place, like STOP, Take 5 for safety, those are the things that we want to see the guys in the field use, especially if they're feeling pressure to speed up.
Yes, but only because we haven't gotten to the point where we combine safety and productivity into complementary focuses. We still see them as opposing forces. There is a sweet spot where if we focus on safety and quality and we get that right, that's going to drive efficient performance, and that's going to drive productivity. We really need to focus this year, and specifically this summer at our superintendent conference, in developing our superintendent leadership to find that sweet spot, to understand that focus on safety and quality and getting that right will drive productivity, will make our jobs more efficient.
Yes, I believe the plan is to have at least one webcast per year, and then there'll be some other different forums where feedback and news about the company will be shared with all employees. To contact for work for APM, there's a couple different avenues. One, your local business agent, and two, the resource managers in the local region where you work. So if you're working in the south, you'd obviously call the south office. If you're working in the north, you'd call the Watertown office, and in the west, you'd call out to Turlock in Canada, Edmonton, and the nuclear office, specialty service, Westmont, Illinois. Yes, we can do work for utilities that only want APM craft and not technical direction, but we work with our shareholder on those opportunities, and if it makes sense, then we go and we do those. So what we're doing to expand our work throughout the entire industry, our main goal is to provide craft labor to power services, number one. That's our number one customer. That's our number one fulfillment that we have to do, that we're obligated to fulfill. Beyond that, we've expanded into aero, oil and gas. We're looking at other opportunities like balance of plant work, pulverizers, different things where we have advantages by the skill sets of our millwrights that we employ.
APCom is going to partner with APM. The vision is one union craft labor solution for all of GE in North America, and that's us. APCom is going to have a separate product line within the boiler group, just like APM's a separate product line for the turbine deck. But we're going to partner. We are not competitors. APCom's going to combine with us from a synergy perspective, look for opportunities to synergize on their core values and our backroom support, and ultimately synergize to the customer at the power plant level to find ways in which APCom can bring APM to the table for work that APM does, and APM can bring APCom to the table for work that APCom does. This is a partnership. Safety, quality, openness, productivity. Deliver for our shareholder and our customers. APCom superintendents that are driving performance in the boiler from the craft perspective are going to be part of APCom. But again, our goal is to synergize what we do with APM from a superintendent leadership perspective with what we're going to do with APCOM. They won't be APM superintendents, they're going to be APCOM superintendents, at least at the start. And we look for synergies, we look for opportunities to mold the cultures together into one. Organizational structures are still yet to be determined. We've got to work out here later in March to really dive into that. Again, APCOM is a separate product line in the boiler world. APM's focused right now is on the turbine deck. The goal is to synergize. The goal is one solution. But organizational structures haven't been defined yet, but I'm sure there will be opportunities we identify to synergize, to create value beyond being two separate entities. GE's vision for APM, and really GE's vision for APM and APCOM, is to be one source for all union craft labor in North America. We need to focus on that, being the best customer solution for GE, for their customers who value union craft labor. We do safety, quality, have an open culture, which all will drive productivity. We do all that, we're going to be successful. And that's ultimately what our shareholder wants us to do. Now, we do that, we become successful with that, we're by nature going to grow. We're going to grow within GE, and we're going to grow with GE's customers and beyond. And we'll be on demand. More and more people will want what we provide. That's how we grow. That's what our shareholder wants us to focus in on. We get the fulfillment culture right. We get our core values right. That's going to lead to growth.
Plan going forward is to have all smart devices pre-configured similar to the way we distribute iPhones prior to the smart devices being distributed to the field. The IT and innovation team will be available to answer any specific questions or to help anybody out with issues they have with specific applications. And at this time, we're working hard to get the smart outage team from Power Services out to the Superintendent Conference to provide training on that specific application and other applications that GE is developing for smart devices. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to the IT and innovation team, and we're happy to help on a case-by-case and individual basis. Thank you.
APM will continue to support outages with field clerks to all customers that embrace the value that they bring to the project. We stay confident that the future brings new opportunities to support sites with the great talent that APM has.
So first and foremost, we need to work with your service manager and regional directors. After that, you'll be invited to come down and attend one of our courses, either the new hire superintendent course or the superintendent refresher course. Both of those courses have the desired computer skills that is being requested. And what we would like you to do is work with your superintendent, your service manager, and your regional director, and they'll forward your names on to myself or Stephanie here at the training center.